Welcome to this channel. Here, we provide clarity on the pressing issues shaping our world through a biblical perspective. Our goal is to strengthen your confidence in the Bible as God's Word, guiding you through life's intricate challenges and helping you find hope amidst the chaos. If this resonates with you, take a moment to subscribe for regular, thought-provoking content. Please like and share this video to help spread hope and understanding. Let's get started. End of the world. End of the world and Armageddon. These words have been thrown around in blockbuster movies, religious debates, and even scientific discussions for decades. They often evoke fear and foreboding, conjuring images of global destruction and despair. From Hollywood's vivid imagination to religious apocalyptic teachings and even speculative scientific theories, we're bombarded with scenarios of mass extinction. Whether it's through the rapture, a nuclear holocaust, alien invasions, an asteroid impact, pandemics, or climate catastrophes, the idea of humanity's ultimate end looms large. But is this truly how the story ends? The creator of the earth, the supremely intelligent being behind all life, God, has a different narrative. Thousands of years ago, after the catastrophic flood that nearly wiped out humanity 4,500 years ago, God made a promise. Never again will all flesh be destroyed by the waters of a flood, and never again will a flood bring the earth to ruin. Genesis 9:9-11. This promise, often symbolized by the rainbow, reminds us of God's desire to preserve life rather than destroy it. And even in the Bible's final chapters, where future events are foretold, it speaks not of a mass extinction, but of a great survival, a great multitude which no man could number, out of every nation and of all tribes and peoples and tongues. Revelation 7:12. This raises important questions. What does the end of the world actually mean? Should we be afraid of it? Or is it something to anticipate with hope? And most importantly, what happens after it? Let's dive deeper to uncover the answers. What is the end of the world? Contrary to popular belief, the end of the world does not mean the annihilation of the planet or all life on it. Instead, it refers to the conclusion or end of a corrupt, unseen government that has long influenced humanity and the evil system or world created by it. This unseen government, described in the Bible, is led by none other than Satan, the original deceiver, Revelation 12:9. However, just as any regime clings to power, this system won't collapse quietly. The Bible foretells a monumental war called Armageddon, also referred to as the War of the Great Day of God the Almighty, Revelation 16:14 and 16. What will Armageddon look like? Armageddon is not the chaotic destruction seen in movies. It is a precise and controlled event, a divine intervention to end wickedness while protecting the righteous. Consider this analogy. When a skilled surgeon removes a malignant tumor, they do so with precision, ensuring healthy tissue remains intact. Similarly, Armageddon targets only those perpetuating evil. The psalmist assures us, "For evil men will be done away with, but those hoping in Jehovah will possess the earth. Just a little while longer, and the wicked will be no more. You will look at where they were, and they will not be there." Psalms 37:9 and 10. This promise is echoed in the words of the Apostle Peter. "The present heavens and earth are reserved for fire, being kept for the day of judgment and destruction of the ungodly people." 2 Peter 3:7. God's consistency is clear. Just as He preserved Noah and his family during the flood, destroying only the ungodly, He will protect those loyal to Him during this time of upheaval. Armageddon is not indiscriminate. It marks the removal of entities that have long perpetuated suffering and misled humanity. These include 1. False religion. Revelation 17 portrays false religion as a harlot riding a scarlet beast, symbolizing her immoral relationship with political powers. In a dramatic turn of events that will soon occur, these very powers will turn on her, bringing about her end. Why is false religion targeted? Because it misrepresents God, promotes division, and often justifies evil. Its removal signifies the end of spiritual confusion. 2. Corrupt political systems. Daniel 2:44 outlines what happens next. In the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. It will crush and put an end to all these kingdoms, and it alone will stand forever. Throughout history, political systems have often been marked by corruption, oppression, and greed. Their removal paves the way for a just and righteous government, God's kingdom. 3. Satan and his allies. The spiritual head of this wicked system, Satan and his unseen forces, will also meet their end. Revelation 20:1-3 vividly describes this. And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven with the key of the abyss and a great chain in his hand. He seized the dragon, the original serpent, who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. This marks the end of deception and suffering caused by these spiritual entities. What about the righteous? While evil is being wiped out, what happens to the righteous? Will they be taken to heaven? Let's look at history. During Noah's time, the righteous were not removed from the earth. Instead, they were protected on it. The same principle applies to the future. Psalms 37:34 confirms, "Hope in Jehovah and follow his way, and he will exalt you to take possession of the earth. When the wicked are done away with, you will see it." Like Noah and his family, the righteous will witness the transformation of the world. Afterward, they will take their place in a restored earth, free from wickedness. Should we fear the end of the world? Given these assurances, should we fear the end of the world? Absolutely not. Instead of dreading it, we can look forward to it as the beginning of a new era. Imagine a world free from corruption, pain, and suffering, a world where justice and righteousness reign. The end of this system is not a tragic finale, but a glorious transition. What comes after? So what happens after Armageddon? The Bible paints a beautiful picture of life on earth after this end, under God's kingdom, peace and security. Nations will no longer wage war, Isaiah 2:4. Abundant food, hunger will be a thing of the past, Psalms 72:16. Health and vitality, sickness and death will be eliminated, Isaiah 33:24, Revelation 21:4. Harmony with nature, even animals will live in peace, Isaiah 11:6-9. What do you think? Should we fear the end of the world, or is it something to eagerly anticipate? Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Remember, respectful dialogue is key. You're not obligated to agree, but let's keep the conversation civil. The end of the world in the Bible refers to the removal of wickedness, not global destruction. Through Armageddon, God will end corrupt systems, false religion, and Satan's rule while protecting the righteous on earth. This marks the start of a peaceful, just world under God's kingdom. A hopeful new beginning, not a fearful end. Curious about what life on earth will be like after the end of this system? Click on my next video to find out. If you enjoyed this video, click like, share, and subscribe. Drop your comments or questions in the comment section below. If you would like to learn more and find practical guidance for your spiritual journey, I encourage you to visit jw.org. There, you can read the Bible online, subscribe to their publications, apply for a free home Bible study, or find nearby meetings. Please note that this is not an official or sponsored channel of the organization. I have personally benefited immensely from the resources on jw.org and deeply appreciate the organization's efforts to share Bible-based truth with the world. Thanks for watching.